Hey, Booty. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Just go right ahead and give me that thumbs up. Welcome, 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 everyone. Happy to have you all. Happy to have you. Happy to have you. How's everyone doing today? Today is a great day. And I have some work to do. So, as you enter, go ahead and give me that thumbs up. Really happy you could join me today. Tonight, not even today, but tonight. And indeed delighted to be here. I have some work to do, so I just decided why not come on and have a conversation. So I want to hear from those of you who are waiting, those of you who are on the outside looking in. I want to hear from you. Hi, desired outcome, blessings. La Belle. How are you? How are you? How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And if possible, you can share me out. I would love for that to happen. I would love for you to share me out. Let's talk. Let us talk. Is it really possible to live a stress free life? So desired outcomes ahead. Hello, beautiful. Yes, you can live a stress-free life. Just keep a hold of that beautiful smile. Oh, thank you so much. Blessings. So, labels. What's your thoughts? So I have some work to do, but you have to try to find a topic to talk about. As I said, the silent life don't really work for me. I prefer to come and talk or just sing. So that is what I will possibly do. But what are your thoughts though? Do you think we can live a stress-free life? Do you think we can live a stress-free life? I believe we definitely can, and it depends on the individual. It's difficult, but it is possible. It's possible. Sorry about that. So yes, of course, it is possible. So what are some of these things? Hi, Joshua. Big up yourself. Yes. No stress, just smile. I love that. Go ahead, guys. Thumbs up the live. Thumbs it up. So, of course, if you notice look at the pin at the top. I basically want to build working on my watch hour. Yes. And so I decided that I want to come on in and talk with you. So Labelle says, yes, it is possible. Just don't think about things too much. But Labelle, is that really very easy to do? So here with me tonight, look at this. Anybody seen what this is? So if you were here with me some time ago, you would have seen where I came on. So today I went out into the backyard and I came out into the backyard and I look up and I see there were lots of gungo on the tree. Sister Iris, oh my God. Blessings to you. You sure you want to know me after dinner today? You sure you want to know? Are you really sure you want to? Me sorry you never live close to me, Sister Iris. Me that give you them things here if you pick for me. You and Selvita. Because Selvita, she says she love pick gungo. No, I saw a lot of birds in the tree. So I said, no, me not. Me can't afford the birds to take over my gungo. So I went out there and I tried to pick my Oh my God. I didn't have a lot. A lot is left on the tree because some of them are very high up. Um, some of them are high up, so I was not able to catch some of them. But I was able to get one nice big pan, so I decided I'm going to come on by and talk with you guys. So I want to know your thoughts on the subject. So look at the top. You see, I pin it at the top. I want to know what are the things you guys do so you can live a stress-free life. What are some of the things? Me sorry you never live close to me because made a certain you can come for your pick it for me. And then you could have taken some for yourself. So I'm gonna see how far I can go with this tonight while I chit chat with you. Of course, we have to have something to talk about. So we're talking about living a stress-free life. What are some of the things we can do? You can tell me the things that you do, or you can also share what persons can do to live a stress-free life. So, desired outcome did say yes, you can actually do it. You can actually live a stress-free life. Keep smiling. I always say, keep smiling. I try my best to do that. But sometimes it's rough. It is rough. It is rough. And so I want to know what are the things that you think we can actually do to live a stress free life. I don't want to be talking to myself, but even if I have to talk to myself, I'll talk to myself. So if you come on by, don't come for 5 minutes, stay for 10 minutes or more. Keep my company for 10 minutes or more and just activate in the chat. And then you can just take yourself away. Right? But I want to hear what are some of the things you can do. Smiling does a whole lot. Smiling actually helps. So it's always recommend that you try to smile a lot. And you have some persons who just always smiling, always just very pleasant. And it actually helps you to keep young as well, and it does help in a stress-free environment. So for me, I think that is something that is quite easy to do, and it should it really don't cost you nothing. So if you want to live a stress-free life, so one of the things I would say is smile a lot. um so that's one other thing I would recommend that we try to do. Think positive. So I don't want to forget all the things that I'm saying when other persons come on in, but what are the things that you think we can do? So person says smile a lot. So I want to hear your thoughts. What are some of the things you can actually do to live a stress free life? In the society that we are living in today, it can be very toxic, it can be very difficult. You're trying to make two ends meet, and it becomes really, really, the environment we are living in, you know it causes us to really, if you're not careful, you you will cave into all that is actually happening, and you don't you suppress everything and you take everything onto yourself, and that alone can be some of the things. So I think for us, first of all, to decide how to live a stress-free life, we can probably say what are some of the things that actually cause stress to come about. What are some of the things that cause people to be stressed? And yeah, what are some of the things that cause people to be stressed? And what are some of the things that we can actually do to de-stress? So right now, may I try de-stress by just talking to you guys and picking my Google. Here it is, guys. Those of who you are here, here's my pot full of gungo. Yes, I got those off the tree just this evening. But my home is just a blessing. Trust me. I have three gungo tree, and from the start, the season came. It has been going, 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 and I give God thanks. And more still live on it. As I said, I saw a lot of birds in there, and then the birds were eating them up. And I said, no. So I went to the back and I did it. So LaBelle says, Trina, it's difficult sometimes because life happens, but we should just try and make ourselves happy. But how do we do that, though, LaBelle's? How do we try to make ourselves happy? That's what I want us to hear, because you have so many persons out there. They are there, but they're very quite unhappy. You have a lot of unhappy people around. You understand? So, what are some of the things that we, of course, life happens. It happens to every one of us, no matter how spiritual some people say they are, and life happens, and things will come across your way, things will happen to you, and you have to find something that works for you, that place and space, have those quiet moments. They said that some of the men said them have the man cave in their homes, that this is the place that they go and detox. So these are some of the things that they actually do. And so desired outcome says, I'm from America and we pay too much attention to material things. When you focus on the blessings around you outside of material things, you begin to appreciate simple things. Eh, can we get an amen for that? Can we all say amen to that? You couldn't say it more perfectly. Desired outcome. And I think we have this channel named Simple Things Media. I think that's the name of the channel. And they do outreach ministry, like they go and they feed persons in the inner city, or what would you call persons who are not really living, who live on the streets and so on. I think that's what they do. So that's one of the things that you do. But what are some of the simple things that you would say we can appreciate desired outcome? Because sometimes we say we pay attention to it and we forget the simple things. So what are some of the simple, I want to hear it, because you can say to a person and then realize that this is really true. So what are some of the simple things that we can actually do? So Cover Plus says exercise and worship God. So exercise was one of the things on my thing. If you are you anybody here? Are you exercising? Anybody here doing any exercise? Anybody here doing any exercise? Be honest now. I do some exercise. I don't do it regular. I used to do it like every Monday and Wednesday, but sometimes, I think in the latter part of January or December, because we're coming up to the Christmas season, the person who generally do it got very busy because it's a bishop, right? A lady bishop. So what happened is that she ended up and had to do a lot of going out to preach, so she wasn't able to do it. And sometimes you need somebody else to help you. So I was doing it by myself, but then I actually got derailed. So to be honest, I haven't been doing it as consistent, but I did it last week, Monday. Yeah, last week, Monday. Yes, I did it last week, Monday evening. I didn't do it on Wednesday. I'm not sure I don't think we had any on Wednesday, so I didn't do it on Wednesday. But for sure, I did it last week, Monday. I was pretty good. When I'm finished, it feels really, really good when you exercise. So anybody here exercise? Anybody else exercise? Let me see if you exercise. Talk truth. No, talk truth. Tell me. And of course, we know that worshiping God is a lot of work, especially when you go to one of those churches that do a lot of hand clapping and tongue talking and running up and down. That's one of the church that I go to. All right, we sing a lot, we clap, we worship, and So when you go to church and worship a real work, when you finish, you're just soaked and you're wet. You're actually exercising. So for me, that's a good thing. So that's one of the things that you could actually do. Some person, they put in some music, whatever music they listen to, and they do some dance while they're working at home. To me, that is also exercise, and it actually helps in terms of de-stress as well. Cover Plus says demands of the job can be the cause of exercise. Right. So we were saying you can actually share your thoughts. What are some of the things that can cause distress? And what are some of the things we can do to de-stress? So of course, the demands on the job right now, that is one of the major things, even in my own workspace. If the demand, there's so much that needs to be done. And, you know, it has been very stressful, and if you're not careful it becomes very toxic, and it's like you can't see your way out. You can't see the positives. It's like you don't see, all you can see is work, 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 and you want to get it done. No, for me, there was, in the past, I used to work like extremely late, sometimes 2 o'clock, 12 o'clock. During the pandemic, those were some of the times that I was working, and then I decided that I am going to stop doing it. I had to take control of my life. I had to take control of myself. I just had to take control of everything that was happening around me. So I stopped. I stopped working on my day off. I stopped working extremely late. I will go overtime, but not well, and it's unpaid overtime too, but not as I used to, because I had to take control. No, last week, I mean, based on my job, I'll get a lot of emails from a lot of different person. And I remember when looking into my email, I saw I had over 700 emails to review. You hear what I said? Over 700. And just that alone, for me, you just need a job alone just to review, that day or two alone to review emails. And I think it actually took a toll on me, because I was saying, no, man, I can't continue that way. So what I actually did last week, I worked late. I actually logged on a Sunday evening just to try to clear up some of that backlog, responding to email. Because for me, I want to be able to respond to person's query or questions that they may have, or somebody might be there to cry for help or something. So for me, I basically want to be able to do that. So for a long while, I didn't go on Sundays. I didn't do anything on my day off, and I did that. So that actually helped. So for me, just the stress of the demand of the job, it actually started to get to me. So got myself to the place where I was able to take it from about 700 to like below 300. No, I'm off today. Going back on Monday, I guarantee it's gonna be over 300. But at least it's a little bit more manageable, and I can clear the backlog. So definitely, anybody else having that stress on the job, the demands on the job, are you feeling that kind of pressure? Is it that becomes a stressful environment for you? Share your thoughts. Sister Iris says, have a good friend that you can talk to. The one there, trust me, that one. I think that's an amazing suggestion. And I trust that all of us here have a good friend that we can talk to. I honestly believe that it is a good thing to do. For me personally, I I have one good friend that I can talk to anytime. I can call her any hours of the night. One of the things though, she love to sleep, but me can call her. Right? I can call her anytime, and I can sometimes I don't even have to say nothing. Me can just scream, me can cry and everything, just a listening ear. And sometimes even what she's saying to me are things when me know already, and she would tell me she knows some me know that already, but she still a go tell me. And what I honestly love is that she don't necessarily tell me the things that I want to hear. She tells me the truth, even when it hurts, but it actually helps, and just having that person to listen, I think that can go a far, far way. So I do hope all of you here tonight have somebody who you can pick up the phone and talk with and hear what they have to say, and having that conversation. So Cover Plus says boys' night out can work too, and girls' night out too, not just boys. But definitely, I recommend that. I definitely recommend that as something persons to do. You can go out with friends. You can have boys' night out. Can have girls' night out. You can have couples' night out. This is one of the things. A group of us at our church that we did. Have a group. It's about, I think, five of us who are married. One of the things we used to do before the pandemic is like every month, and because most of us are monthly paid. So every month and when we get paid, we just always go out. We go to a restaurant, have fun, buy some food, sit down and relax as a group, and we just sit, talk, and just have nice, clean fun. I mean, those were really pretty exciting time. Something I believe we want to bring back, but those actually help. But with the pandemic and all the restaurants that they were closed down, we kind of lose track of that. But it's something that we started last month, and I'm hoping we can start again. We can continue this month and two. But it's definitely something good that we can actually do, doing that. So I like that idea. So I hope you're all taking notes. These are things you can do. So we spiritual healing, welcome, welcome, welcome. So spiritual healing is saying meditation on the goodness of God and life, on the goodness of God. I'm gonna tease you a little bit though, spiritual healing. What are some of the things you said the goodness of God and life. Can you be a little bit more specific in terms of what you can meditate on? Because I think that can be so broad, and then some persons, some of the time, they're not able to think about it. But what are some of the things that we can actually meditate on? The goodness of God in terms of what? You know, Desired outcome says every day we open our eyes, we are blessed. And that's a great, great thing to just meditate on. Say, my gosh, my eyes are open today. So you can just thinking about the fact that you woke up and you're seeing the light, that is something that you can really, just think of and just give God thanks for, and just make just all I made. Them say all I made, just appreciate God for the fact that you are there and you didn't have to pay any money to wake up. It's free. It's free, free, free. So that is one of the things that you do. What are some of the other things we can just meditate on? um Spiritual healing, desired outcome, I guess you can also share your own thoughts as well. So simple things to give thanks for: life and family. Give thanks for life. It is a good thing to give thanks for life. I think that's what I just spoke on. When you wake up, we didn't have to wake up, and for me, that is just such a blessing. A lot of times we focus on the things that are not that are not going well, that we lose sight of the things that are actually going well. When was the last time you tell somebody or tell a person, tell somebody in your home, when was the last time you say thank you? When was the last time you said thank you for just being here? Thank you for just being honest. Thank you for just being here. When was the last time? Those are things that we can do, show. So one of the things we can do is show appreciation. Show appreciation to those who are around us. You don't have to go far for that. Start with those in your home. When was the last time you hug your son or your daughter or your spouse and just say, honey, or my little baby, I love you. That can help relieve stress. Sometimes we need to hear it. Person will say, but I love you already, but you want to hear it. Right? Right, son? So my son don't want to hear me, so I'm gonna lock up himself in a room, right? So when was the last time you say to those around you that you love them? I want to challenge you tonight. Just say to two-person in your home, two of your family member, maybe your spouse and your child or children, just say, I love you. They probably just wanted to hear that, and that alone can kind of bring them to that next level and help them on their journey. So I really really want to encourage you, just so that can help. Another thing, um so Cover Plus says, I play football almost every Sunday, like Sunday morning, early in the morning. That's when you play. If you're still here, Cover Plus, early in the morning or Sunday evening. And playing football is, because that also is a form of exercise. So you can play some kind of sport that actually does help to playing that kind of sport. What are the sport? Anybody in here play any other kind of sport? I know a person play netball, play volleyball, tennis. Anybody in here do any kind of sport? But playing sport actually helps. So I think that is also a very good thing that can help relieve the stress, right? Spiritual healing says should exercise mentally. Tell me how you do that now. Do you not like it more? How do you exercise mentally? Anybody can tell me how is it you exercise mentally? Me no know how to do that one. Me not like somebody to tell me. So guys, remember while I'm here, I'm actually picking my Google, right? So I'm gonna see how far I can go with this tonight. Ah, so she exercised mentally. What's that? Aria's World. Thank you for joining. And so spiritual, Sister Ari said that's the best thing to do. Um, not sure which one of the point that is. So she said, me and my husband talk everything. Nice. I saw if you go. I love that. I love that. Husband and wife want to share everything. Yes, yes. Laugh together, cry together, pray together, sing together, bathe together. That can actually help relieve stress. Bathe together. Anybody in the chat bathe together, bathe with their spouse? Hmm? That can help relieve. You wouldn't even know how nice it is, how good it is if you can say, honey, we're going to bathe together tonight and I'll rub your honey back. Mm? Whether wife or husband, or vice versa, and rub each other back. That will help relieve stress. That is a good way to relieve some stress. Yes. Yeah, man. So these are some of the things that you can actually do. And so I think spiritual leading is saying she exercise mentally by doing meditation. So meditation is actually um I don't think I do a lot of meditation. I think is meditation almost like doing yoga as well? Are they two different things? Meditation and yoga, would you consider those to be similar, the same, or are they different? I'm not sure. I think yoga is a form of meditation. I don't know. Some people meditate by they probably just sit in a quiet space and close their eyes and just think of the beautiful, think of the goodness of God. Um, I don't know. So spiritual healing is saying they are two different things. They are two different things. Okay. I think so because I think yoga you have to do like lots of stretches and so on. Yoga may be a form of exercise, but not as what's the word you call it now? You don't have to do a lot of robust movements. You do more stretches and so on. I don't know. But I think for us, meditation is a good thing. This is something I said I wanted to practice, but I don't know if me I try to meditate, me and drop asleep. Has anybody ever tried? I mean, try to pray after you finish praying. They say, because prayer is a conversation, and when I finish praying, I will still pause a while and I'm listening in for God to talk back to me, or in my spirit. But sometimes I fall asleep. Especially if I'm actually not leaning, if I'm not lying down, if I'm not kneeling down, if I'm lying on my back, member said me I go drop asleep. So for me, I don't know. Maybe that is something that I need to work on. Sometimes that can be a challenge in terms of stress, the stress level that we have, because we're not taking it easy. You know, we are doing so many things. We are thinking about so many things. So, meditation will help. I want to encourage you tonight that, try to do came for those who came a bit late, think about the things in life outside of material things, think of appreciate, the fact that, this is something that we do every morning, affirmations, think about the fact that you are alive. Think about the fact that you're not in the hospital breathing on the ventilation machine. You can breathe on your own. That is a blessing. And I don't think sometimes we understand that that in itself is a blessing, right? Some people can't breathe on their own. They have to get help from machines, right? So I want you even to pause this moment and just say, thank you, God, I'm breathing on my own. Can we do that together? Thank you, God, I'm breathing on my own. That is a blessing. That is a blessing. Um, we woke up, so that is another blessing. There's so many things around. We were able to walk, on our own. Nobody had to lift us up. you know we were able to do that. And so we need to help release the stress. So you think about the fact that you have so much work to do at work, or so much things to do at home, and you're thinking about that, and that alone will stress you out. True? When you think about the amount of things you have to do when you go to work, tomorrow or Monday or whenever, that in itself will just stress you out. Come on, guys. You wanted to talk with me now. Can't keep silent. Look at the topic and share your thoughts. Okay? Because if you keep silent, it won't help me too much. All right? Knowing that I'm also working on my watch hours. So when you keep the chat active, that actually helps. Okay? I know I don't love you been talking about. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your thoughts too. What are you thinking? So when you think about work itself, it's like sometimes you will get up. Some time ago, I will lie when I wake up and the fact that I'm gonna have to go to work. That was like about in October last year. I was like to myself, seriously, me really have to get up this morning. That's how toxic the work environment actually got, based on what was happening. Because when you're going to a transitional phase, we'll have a lot of things happening. And as a company, we were going through some transition. We're still going through it, but because of everything, we had a lot and lots and lots of changes in our organization, and it became so stressful. I had to literally talk to myself. Look at this, guys. I'm going to show you something. You're seeing this. Oh my God, you see the worm? Oh my God, you see the worm? Oh my God. Oh, you're seeing it? See it moving? Oh my God. Yeah. The worm is moving. Right. So at the end of the day, so I had to, I had to take a grip. I had to talk to myself, and I couldn't talk to myself in secret. I had to talk out. So that's one of the things you can actually do. I did it and it helped. I want you to talk out to yourself, right? Talk out. I have to go to work, right? And I'm going to have a great day, or I have to do this. Just talk it out. So you declare it in atmosphere. So you're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have a good day, right? Talk to yourself. Yes, it is a good medicine. Talk to yourself. You're not mad. I guarantee you, you're going to feel better. Don't suppress everything. So if you can't, because remember, say your friend not going to be available every single time, so you're gonna have to learn to find another way to cope with all of what is happening around you, right? You're gonna have to find a way. So that is something that worked for me, and I talk to myself. That I literally remember, trust me, and it actually, it was like a one it's like a 180-degree turn transformation for me, right? It didn't take me to the full 360, but it took me to that 180, that I was able to make a turn. Because one of the things, by virtue of one of my position at work, i had to I had to be able to shape myself out there to help my team members to shape themselves out. Because if I'm going to be done and I'm going to be leading a team, then chances are nobody going to want to move on. Because if the head is saying this is happening and that is happening and not doing, then for certain the ship is going to sink. So I had to take a hold of myself and decide, how is it I am going to get through this. Hi, Saniki. Hi, welcome, welcome. Look at the top, you see the pin, and share your thoughts. You could actually tell us too, what are some of the things that cause persons to be stressed, and tell us what are some of the things persons can do to overcome. It may not necessarily be things that you do, but things that can actually work. So yeah, man, talk to yourself, and you want to also, and somebody had said earlier, talk to a good friend. You have, and I think this is something we talk about in our morning life. You must have somebody who you can confide in, somebody trustworthy. You know, somebody who you know when you talk to them without a shadow of a doubt, they are not going to talk. They're not going to tell it to anybody else except the Lord. Mm? So you must try to have at least one, and I would suggest you have only one, right? I wouldn't say have a lot, because when you have a lot, you put yourself in problem, right? Because if you tell it to two person and you hear it back, how are you going to determine who talk? So I would suggest you find one confidant that you can talk to, and you can, talk and unload everything that's on you. Um, so that's one of the good thing. So you have to look at exercise. We talked about the exercise. So have a routine. Have a routine in terms of exercising. You get the muscles to relieve the muscles. So you want to try to, you can do it like maybe even 10 minutes every day actually help. 10 minutes or 5 minutes every day. You make that a routine. So when you get up in the morning, you want to do some stretches. So right now, you can do some shoulder movements. Right now, because I was picking the gungo and I had to pull down the tree to me. Right now, my shoulder, I'm feeling a little pain in my shoulder. So one of the things I can actually do is to just do some movements, and this actually, just by doing this alone, actually helps to relieve some of the tension that I'm feeling right now. So you can actually practice that. You can say, okay, I'm going to do 30 stretches every day. You get up in the morning and you can time yourself. You can start small. Remember, our motto is start where you are and use what you have, right? So you want to do that. You want to go shake yourself up, exercise, right? So you're gonna decide. Some persons can do the jump up exercise because them foot not so good, right? Right now, my knees kind of giving way, so I have to be careful of the kind of exercise that I do. So the stretches will work. You can do jumping jacks. So you can say, okay, I'm gonna do 100 jumping jacks every day, and then you can actually do it. And you can probably do it first thing in the morning, um or in the afternoon, in the evening, whichever works for you, right? So for me, exercising in the morning don't work for me because my mornings are too busy. When I get up in the morning, I have to do breakfast and dinner, because I do dinner in the morning. So when everybody comes from school and work, then dinner is already prepared, because I'm not gonna leave work and then come back and cook dinner. I'm not doing it. I'm not joining that church. I'm not doing it, right? Because it's very exhausting coming out from work and then to come back and go cook. Unless it's something simple, I'm going to do maybe fish fingers or something quick and easy, right? But I practice to try to cook in the mornings before. I know that I have morning live, that makes it worse. So to put exercise into that doesn't really work for me. So that's not a part of my morning. But some persons prefer to do their exercise in the morning, and that was one of my co-workers said to me. She do 5 minutes exercise every morning. Before she go take her shower, she just do some exercise, 5 minutes every morning. And if that becomes a routine, that will be a good thing too. So I want to encourage you, find something that works for you that will help. I guarantee you will feel better. So you want to put exercise as a part of your daily activity. You hear us stressing it? Exercise. Your blood, your body will be happy for it. So if you are not exercising, I'm encouraging you tonight to start doing those exercise. I just need to work on my consistency in that, right? I know that I'm telling you, it's actually challenging me now to be a little bit more um, consistent. Okay, so I want to encourage you to try to be more consistent. If you have not been doing it, I want to encourage you to start exercising. When I reach nowhere, yes, you know, we not even reach half. I don't never I'm gonna finish all of this tonight. Trust me, right? Then maybe me just carry this to give way tomorrow. This is too much, man. So I don't know how people enjoy picking all of this, picking gungo. This is too much, too much, too much, right? So, Sister Iris said, best time to pray 4 o'clock in the morning. So when you pray at 4 in the morning, do you go back to sleep? Do you go back to sleep or you just pray and just start your day? So your day basically begins at 4. Tell us. So one of the thing, one of my prayer time used to be 3 o'clock. To be honest, I have not been doing that early morning. And I think that, now that you say that is something I probably have to revisit. And I think because of what was happening at work, I was like so exhausted. So when I wake up, it's like 6 o'clock, time to just start move. And, go into deep prayer and meditation might not be a long time thing. So maybe that is something I need to look back at in terms of know that I think I'm getting things a little bit better under control at work and around the house. So I'm at a much better place. So hopefully, the body is not as exhausted and I can probably go back to my 3 o'clock. So those are some good times to pray. Between midnight to 4, those are some very, very, very good time to pray because at that time, everybody else is sleeping. Those are the times are very, very good times to pray, especially like midnight and 3 o'clock. Powerhouse those times. So make sure you put me on that prayer list. Make sure you put me on that prayer list, all right? So indeed, it is one of the things that we want to be able to do. So we really want to encourage persons to do that. Relieving stress, praying, talk to God. So somebody did say talking to God also helps, and I definitely agree with that. I agree. Talking to God, that also helps. That will help, all right? It will help because, to be honest, you don't have to always go down on your knees to talk to him. You're walking, you talk to him, you're driving, you talk to him, you're in the taxi, you're talking to him, you're bathing, you talk to him, you're cooking, you talk to him, right? You're exercising, you talk to him. So make it a constant, having your shower, you talk to him. I mean, those are some of the nice times that I have when I'm taking my shower and having those conversation with God. Oh wow. It helps. It helps. Yeah, it helps. It helps. It helps. So I want to encourage you tonight that you should actually do that. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. No problem. Make sure you pray for me 4 o'clock this morning when you're getting up tomorrow morning. All right. Keep me on the top of the prayer list. I need it. Keep me there. Keep me there. All right. God bless you. God bless you. And thank you for sharing your thoughts. You have been here a good while. Because I know you generally go to sleep, or probably preparing for tomorrow. But I'm really happy you spent that time with me tonight. So the rest of you who are still with me, don't let me talk to myself now. What are the things that you do? I want to hear from you guys. What are the things that you do to relieve stress, and what are the things that probably cause stress. So from I can talk on this one. Lack of finances. Lack of finances may be one of the things that can bring about stress an individual. You don't have the money to buy this book for the children to go to school. You don't have money to buy food, basic things. You don't have the money to pay the bill, and the light may be cut off. You might not have any water. The rent is due. So those are things that can actually allow persons to be stressed out. Have you ever seen some people and when you see them, say them stress? When even when you try to talk to them and say, you're all right, they will say, they are okay. Let me plug this in. When you look at them, they're stressed. To be honest, stress makes them ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. You know that stress make you ugly? Stress will make you ugly. Stress will make you ugly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sometimes when you see some people, you see stress. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Really, really, really. Yes. Yeah. So stress can make you ugly. So when you think about where the money are gonna come from, and you're thinking I'm gonna get the pay, and the pay done already, and we not get it yet, and we have this to do, and we have that to do. So lack of finances can actually cause the stress, lack of finances, right? So, what are some of the things that you can do if you find yourself in that position that is causing you to stress out? What are some of the things you can actually do to relieve stress? Because if the stress is caused by lack of finances, what are some of the things you can actually do that will help relieve the stress? Let me know. What are some of the things you can do if you have a financial issue, and it has stressed you out really, really bad? What are some of the things you can do to de-stress? Because if the stress is brought on by lack of finances, I want to hear your thoughts on it. Okay? I want to hear what you have to say in relation to that. And nothing but love. Just stopping in to show some support and hit the like. And I see you have Drunken Chef channel on it on his live. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So, yes, nothing but love. Thank you for stopping. Thank you, thank you. And Grace, Grace, good to have you. Good, good, good to have you, Grace. So much. Thank you for joining. So, what are some of the things? I know you're just stopping by to show a little love before you go. Can you tell me, though, what you think we can do if persons are stressed because of financial challenges? Tell me one thing just before you rush out of here, one thing that possibly can the person can do to help to relieve that stress. And anybody can share their thoughts on it. You can just share one. If you have more than one recommendation, go ahead and share it. I'm thinking, so first of all, if you find that you say, for example, you're going to be getting paid, right? But you said the pay not enough. Rather than looking at the fact that the pay not enough, one of the first thing I would recommend, just be grateful that you know what? I have salary coming in on the weekend or on the 25th or the fortnight. Focus on that first and allow yourself to have that sort of gratitude, right? Gratitude is a must. Have that sort of gratitude that I can, I at least the money I get, it can offset at least one thing, right? So you want to start with what you have before you try to focus on what you don't have. All right. So it depends on what you need the finance for too. So if the finance is there because you say you're not able to, you're having challenge, this is huge. This is huge. So if you are recognizing that the challenge is there because you're not have enough money to buy food, first of all, I want you to look into the cupboard and to see, is there anything in there? Is there anything in the cupboard? Because a lot of time, we say we not have nothing in the cupboard, and food is actually there. Food is actually in the cupboard. It's just because we don't have what we really, really want. But food is there. Okay. So say for example, no food at all not there, and you don't have the money. I can tell you in a lot of the everywhere you go, there's always have some places have bank food banks in some places. I know I would have seen some places where the persons will just go and donate food at the food bank, and you can actually go there and get food. So check those out. I think you have also, like for Jamaica, you have like the Red Cross Society. You also have churches. You have churches who actually assist in this area. And even if you go at a time when they're not necessarily doing it and you talk to those who are in charge, I am sure they will help. I am positive they will help. Just go and make your request known. You have some workplaces who also do it, that also do it. So you could actually do it. So fine. So that is you want to look at, rather than looking at me not have it, me can this, me can that. Focus on how can we solve this problem. So if the problem finances was because you don't have the money to buy the food, then there I gave you two or three ideas in which you can. So you probably want to talk to maybe family, right? Or you want to talk to close friends. You have persons in the neighborhood as well, in the community, right, that you can actually get help from. So that is also something that you can actually look at, getting some help, right? So that is one of the things I want to say to you tonight. If it's the finance that, okay, I don't have any money to go back to work, right? You could probably ask, see if you can get a drive with the maybe somebody close by. Reach out to a friend. They probably drive, ask for help, say, can I get a lift with you this morning? And I'll wait for you when you're coming back home. Maybe the person, your time, they might come home later than you, but you probably can get a drive with them when they're coming back home, or you can get a drive with somebody else, so you can actually see what will work for you, right? See what will work for you. So you find, if you have a bill to pay, you can actually ask for a little grace period. But instead of not paying anything at all, you can actually show willingness to pay, right? You can show willingness to pay by reaching out to the company and say, I know I'm supposed to pay $10,000, but honestly, based on what is happening this month, I only have 5,000. Can I get a little time to come up with the additional amount? And if you find that you are able to squeeze in, say for example, before the next bill is due, you are able to squeeze in another $2,000, do it. So not because the person said, yeah man, you can pay me next month end. What it means, next month end, you're gonna have to find 15. So if, say for example, somebody ended up bless you with some money, that unexpected blessing come your way, one of the things you can do is say, you know what, I had that bill to pay and I had only paid 5,000. See, I get a little change here. I can take 3,000 from it and pay that bill. You know what happened? Next month, you only have additional 2,000 to put on it, right? So you don't want to have the bills piling up on you. You can also look at possibly if you have lots of bills out there. Maybe you have credit card, maybe you have mortgage, maybe you have loans, a lot of those things. And you're saying, how am I going to repay all of this? So maybe what you can look on is consolidating them, right? Yes, yes, yes. Some people say them now consolidate it because it will cost them more, but it will stress you out. So I would suggest consolidating them, consolidating all of those debts, get a smaller payment that you're able to pay, something more manageable. So if you can pay $5,000, you were paying 10,000, they can reduce it to 5,000. But you can actually afford to pay 7,000. Don't let them reduce it to 5,000. Let them reduce it to 7. And if you find yourself with an extra, then continue paying 10. What it does, it puts you in advance because you're paying more than what is actually due, right? So maybe 1 or 2 months that comes up where you're not able to pay, at least you would have been paying more than you are required to pay. So you have that lump sum money in the back. So you're not, you don't feel so overwhelmed that I don't have it and I can't afford to pay it. So that is also something that you can look at. So consolidating the debts um, is one of the things that you can actually do. So that can actually help in offsetting some costs. Another thing that can probably help to bring some of the finances in, you can look around the house. Maybe you have books. Maybe you have books that your children used, right? And they're not using them again. You can actually sell those. You can probably sell them online. Put them on your Instagram or your Facebook account and sell them. Sell them. Yes. Sell them. You can even take them to the bookstore. Once they're in good condition, you can take them to the bookstore and the bookstore persons can sell it for you. Because I remember going to the bookstore already, and my son was supposed to get this book, and the lady said to me she can sell me this book, but it's a second-hand book, but it's in very good condition, and I got it at 50% of what I was gonna pay. I grab it. Never thought about that. I am sharing that with you today. So you can actually go to the bookstore and leave them there and ask them if they can sell it for you. But quick way you can actually sell it, go online. Because people are always online and you can sell it. And especially maybe like, I'm not sure, maybe like TikTok or, I mean, I don't have a TikTok account, but maybe like on TikTok or Instagram or any of those things, you probably can go on and sell those things. um, what are some other things you can actually sell? You can actually sell some things that you probably have in your home that you're maybe not using anymore. You can have a yard sale. You can have a yard sale. You'll be surprised how much money you can make from a yard sale. So you can actually do that and get some money in. All right. You might have some old computers, some other thing. Right now, I have some old laptops, but I want to sell them. Yes, me I plan to sell them. I take it to one of those places that do sell those that like fix computers and stuff. They might be able to find some parts out of it, and I'll get a little money for it. So that is something that you can actually look at doing. So Grace says, let me go back to the chat. So Grace said, what we can do to release our stress is to trust and put our confidence in God, who says he will supply all our needs according to his riches in glory. Don't stress don't stress. Don't stress it. Do what you can do at one thing at a time. Ask God to supply your needs. He promises to supply our needs, and I believe He is not lack concerning His promise. Right. So that is so true. He does not lack concerning His promise. Hey, Latoya, welcome. How are you? How are you? How are you? I got distracted. My phone rang this today, so I ended up leaving earlier today. I got a call which took quite some time, so I wasn't able to come back on while I was over your house today. But if you can share your thoughts on the topic, what may cause people to be stressed, and what are some of the things we can actually do to help relieve the stress. So that's what we're really talking about today. So we're saying lack of finance was one of the things that we just talk about. People stress because of that. Some persons stress because are overweight or underweight. People actually stress because them can't get fat. They stress themselves over it. So that is something they can probably look at. Okay, what caused me to be obese? You may want to look at your diet. You probably want to go to the doctor and see if there's something that, because you have some person, it's probably because of their genes and things like that. Sometimes people sick, sometimes health reason why they put on weight, and they stress themselves over it. So sometimes that is something that can cause persons to stress themselves. Now, in January, I lost some weight in January, and me almost I said no, so I shouldn't bother losing weight. It was intentionally done, not because I was stressed, but based on something that I was doing, and it actually caused me to lose some weight. But it actually take off the weight off my belly, which I really wanted to go. So now if me go start eat up back the food, right? Because I was eating like maybe one meal per day, so if we go start eat up at the food, we know so it's gonna come back. it's gonna come back on. So that is one of the thing. Some people get stressed over that, you know. Um, so I don't know. We have to work on that. We have to work on just overcoming it. Another thing that you can actually do to help relieve the stress is yoga. We didn't talk a lot about yoga, but yoga is one of the things that you can actually. So we're saying yoga. I think spiritual healing was saying yoga and meditation. They are two different things. So Latoya, while I'm here, I'm actually I'm actually doing some gungo that I picked today, this evening. So I'm actually picking my gungo while having the conversation until me feel tired, which is anytime now. So one of the things is you can probably do the yoga or the meditation, and that can actually help. So I think we went into that some time ago. You could actually watch a movie, watching some movie. If you were close by, me give you everything we're in there. So trust me, everything. Can me have enough no can cook for tomorrow. Because I don't like picking this. I don't like it. No, sir. So so you could actually look at watching a nice movie. Watching a movie, watching a nice movie, it depends whichever kind of movie you love. Some people love action movie, mystery movie. So it depends on what you love. Some people like Christian movie. I like there's this movie I like. OY50. I like that movie. I like Criminal. No, I mean I like Criminal Minds. Criminal Minds too. I can't take it. So I try to avoid it. Because too much killing in there and so I just crime lab. They have this one with crime scene, and they'll investigate to find out who did this. So actually, like things, those kind of movie. But maybe for stress free, you might want to have a movie where you get to laugh a lot, and it depends. Or maybe you just need a nice little love movie, and make you feel. Anybody ever watch a movie and cry? Or it's just me alone it happened to? Anybody watch a movie and cry? Anybody? Or it's just me alone watch a movie and cry? Hmm? Anybody else watch a movie and cry? I mean, I've been watching movie and me I tell you, say, trust me, you want to see water coming down my eyes. Me just a cry, cry, cry. Yes. So that's one of the things that you can actually look at. Do movie, have some persons play games, right? Some person play games. So you could actually look at that. Can probably play a game with your children. You can play games with your children. Learn to play what they call it, Candy Crush, or I can't play that, but that's one of Diane's. Diane used to play a lot of that when she used to have her live stream. But you can play different games, and I think whose channel was I on today? And I saw the children. I think is Whitney. I think Whitney's World. This evening I went on her channel and was showing the kids out in the park on skateboard. That was like so awesome. So we need to get the kids out of the house, so that can help to de-stress. Hey, Jackie, welcome. Share us your thoughts on the pin above. Tell us what are the things in terms of what can cause stress and what we can do to relieve the stress. So, Jackie, I'm here picking some gungo that I picked after I came off your live. Was it? No, it's not. It's just before I came onto your live, I picked it. And I decided that, okay, I'm going to try and pick some while I talk with you guys. So that's why I'm here tonight. Me just look some company because nobody else don't want to help me to pick them. So I have to pick them by myself. So you can play games. So get the children out and you play with them as well. So you be a part of the game. Get into you can do netball, you can do skippings. Anybody, when was the last time any of you do skipping? Go and try and do because skipping. I have a skipping rope right now and I don't use it all long. When the last some of you play any games? A long time me not playing a game. So I am guilty. I am guilty. Guilty, guilty, guilty. I am guilty. We need to get the kids out the house. Get them out. Yes. We have a long way to go spiritual healing. We need help. I need help. Mm-hmm. I go stop it in the next half an hour, man. Right? Once you come off the live, me I go stop. So yeah, so this is something you can do to help relieve the stress. Play some games. So you can do outdoor games and you can do in. So some of the outdoor. All right, share with me what are some of the indoor games that we can actually do. What are some of the indoor games that we can actually do? Hmm? So tell us, what are some of the indoor games you think we can do? So some of the outdoor, we're saying we could probably play like basketball, skippings. We can do like netball, cricket, football. So Cover Plus said he does football every Sunday, right? And that helps. We can do dandy shandy. No, sir. Sir, we used to do those. That's why we used to live a stress-free life. We used to do dandy shandy skippings. Used to have this one. one, two, penny. We used to do them game there. Huh? Nowadays, everything we just online, on phone, we not do those things. Right? We have those games, we have hide and seek. Those are some outdoor games. Hide and seek. Yes. Hide and seek. So we can Chinese skip. What you mean? Me used to love Chinese skip. I used to play it well. Chinese skip. I want the kids them nowadays. Journey with Jackie. Your kids know how to when they go to school. Do they know how to play those games? Chinese skip. Are they playing them at school anymore? Do they play these games at school? Chinese skip, right? Some of the indoor ones, Scrabble. So Journey with Jackie says Scrabble. And Journey Jackie says peer pressure can cause stress. That's a big one. That's a big one. And I mean, that is a topic for in itself, peer pressure. And it's not just teenagers go through peer pressure, you know. I want to tell you, say adult people go through peer pressure. Adults. You have some men, right? They're in a little group, and because this I wanna do this, and that they don't want to look like them a wimp, so them are gonna do what everybody else are do. And put themselves in serious problem, right? They succumb to the peer pressure, right? Everybody a drink and everybody a do this, so they want to fit in the crowd. Big people do it. Yes. Some of them, because everybody is wearing this style and that style, the peer pressure is right there. Right there. Mhm. So at the end of the day, one of the things that we have to look on those things, the type of games. So we have Lude. Do you all know how to play Lude? Snake and ladder. I did Lude in January. So January, one of my friends came by, she and her husband, and we played Ludi. Is Ludi? Ludi is the one with the dice, right? So not to remember. Ludi is the one where you have the dice and you have to go around with a four man. You have to go around with a four man. Is that Ludi? Is that Ludi, guys? I don't remember. That's the one you call Ludi? You go on with the four. Okay. Let me tell you something. Oh my God, we had fun. Fun. Yes, Rudy. Rudy, we had fun. I enjoyed it so much. We played it. Okay, so tell me how you used to play Ludi. I mean, that can look here, man. Those are you who have at least two other person in your home. I'm going to challenge you. Get a Ludi and play some game. Try to play with at least three person. Not much fun with just two, but I'm going to challenge you tonight and come back and share with me. Come back and share on this chat, right? Because this is going to be up, and tell me if you enjoyed it. So you have your family. I'm going to encourage you. Do it tomorrow, right? It's a little bit late now to start. Yes, but teach them how to play. They will enjoy it. Right, guys? Please, I'm begging you. I mean, we had a blast. No, how we played it. No, I actually learned. There was this way that I learned spiritual healing. I want to encourage you to try that one. Well, maybe because I'm learning it for the first time, you might not do that one. But the one that I learned, well, before we used to play, there's one that you can just go around the board with one of your man, one at a time, and go straight into your home. True? And there, so we played that one first, and then we realized that there was no fun to that. So then we played another game, and the other game we played was lock and stop. So the lock and stop now, for those who don't know the game, you had to lock at your house before you go in. So you can't run with just one man. You have to try run with two to go into your house. That one was a little bit difficult, and but we actually managed to finish the game, and somebody won. Yes. So once everybody had one man in, then what we did, we just started the game over. We never wait for everybody go in. So where everybody have one or two men in, we just play the one. No, this one no, I learned is this one is when you kill somebody. Spiritual healing, I want to promise you, you're going to enjoy this one. When you kill somebody, the man that you kill, you keep it in your house. So they have to throw six so basically you have their man in prison. You throw the six, you get them, you pull them out, and they can't burn with it. They have to, so they throw the six to get it from your house, and then they have to throw six again to burn. This thing, that one was really, really fun. It's the first I was playing that one. I really enjoyed it. And let me tell you, man, they were after my man. Oh my God. Yes, it was new to me. Yeah, it was new to me. But listen, my man, I enjoyed it. So they said, well, so when you look over my house, I had so much men in prison. So everybody you kill, you keep it over your house. And then can't come out of prison unless the person throw the six. And they throw the six, they take it out of yours and put it over for them house. And they have to throw six again to burn. I was like, this was really fun. Try it and tell me, oh, you enjoy it. It was really, really fun. I enjoyed it. So I think these are some things we need to probably go back to playing some of these games. And just enjoy it. We not really enjoy life as we should. I mean, so many beautiful things for us to enjoy. I used to play jacks, if that's how you pronounce it. When you throw the ball and you throw the ball up and you take up the man from the ground and stuff. Yes. I mean, that game was fun. Oh my gosh. And you have to show. No, man, we need to play some of these games. You have to show it and you have to show it up and show it on the back of your hand, and then you try to bomb the ball and pick up one or two. No, oh my God. Oh my goodness. No, my gosh. Oh my God. Which one of the game you love? Jacks? Oh my God. Trust me. That was fun. Mm-mm. No, sir. Scramble now. I wasn't the scramble type because no, I never used to play a lot of scramble. Not a lot of it. I play one or two times because it kind of too difficult. But some persons love that challenge. You could also, so that can actually help to release the stress. Scramble. You have puzzle. Crossword puzzle. Crossword puzzle is a stress reliever. Not very far. Why tell me that Messiah lives close to me when I just can't come give you? Me can't show you what kind of shame on me. Oh, my God. You're going to cry shame on me. No, sir. No, sir. Wait. No, I'm still a pig seat there. I'm still picking. It's just that it's not work out. Oh my God. No, sir. But I tell you, so you can play, you can get. So I used to buy like puzzle book, and I actually have puzzle book at home now. It's just that me now have no time. I think I need to just make the time to do it. So you can have the puzzle book, and another you can pay the puzzle book. You see, everything now them taking putting on the phone. Everything they take putting on the. Okay, you can do the puzzle on your phone, right? You have Sudoku. I have maybe one Sudoku book as well. Those are you play Sudoku. Mm? Anybody here play Sudoku? Sit here. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. No sir. Wait. Me the far. Me not the nowhere. Help me, Lord. This is too much. Mm-mm. Oh Lord. But me a go on well, man. Sure. And encourage me, no man. Encourage. Encouragement, strengthen labor. Encouragement, strengthen labor. I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Why? We say you would rather meditate or go sleep. Spiritually, you say that like meditate and sleep than to play the games. No, man, you need to play the game and laugh. Laugh. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Grace. Enjoy church and pray for all of us while we do the same for you. Yes, we're going church as well. Church is at 10 for me tomorrow, so I have a little time to sleep. My bedtime is midnight, right? But Um, yeah, so we have that. You can try Sudoku, right? And take the kids out tomorrow. Well, if you're not doing it already, enjoy some games in the park, right? Take the kids out, you and honey. All right, Grace? Take them out, man. Share with them some games that you will do. Because they don't know a lot of games. As I think I shared it on my channel some time ago when we had a Father's Day. We the same group that I told you about. We had a Father's Day. We went to one of the homes and we were playing skippings. And the kids there said they didn't know how. They said they didn't know how, right? They didn't know how to play skippings. They said they didn't know how to play skippings. And we had to teach them how to play skippings. Yes. I mean, I felt so bad. I was like, as a matter of fact, until this time, my son didn't play any skipping any at all. Yes. They said I didn't know how to play it. And my son is 15 and he didn't try. He didn't even try. All of the other kids try. They tried and they started loving it and they enjoyed it, but he didn't do it. He was a bit, I probably was a bit scared. But they tried it and they loved it. And I'm like, oh my God, we're really, really having a problem. So I think this is something we probably need to work on, as individuals. Um, so we could try the book, try the crossroad puzzle rather than doing it on the phone. Get the actual book. Go to the bookstore and buy the crossroad puzzle book and do it. And you have the one that what you call that one now? When you do you have to put in the letters to form the words. It's the same. It's a crossword puzzle. I also have the one with the puzzle itself that That one we used to do online. We used to have online Sunday school. The kids used to love that one. So if we teach a lesson, we just find a puzzle, and they used to love doing it. Right? So, Selvita, me moving fast, man. Me moving as fast as me can. I'm tired to pick them. I'm tired to pick them off the tree. Me move fast, man. A good amount. See, there, this can actually cook for dinner tomorrow. So I'm at a good place. See, me will give it that. It take too much out of me now, man. But yeah, so you used to have those games, those were like fun. Fun. But I'm gonna encourage everyone. I'm gonna encourage you guys, do some games with your children. You can make your own snake and ladder board. You can make your own Ludo board, right? Try those and get the kids involved in it. Get your family, get your spouses involved, get everybody involved in it. And you guys are going to enjoy it. I'm going to encourage you to do so. Right now, see, right now, my son is on game, right? Right? You don't stay in the office and go lock in the room because you don't want me to disturb him. And I can hear him right now playing game. All right. Be blessed, Grace. Thank you for staying with us. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, man. So I think we need to do that more. Spiritual healing. Your son, does he know how to play skippings? You know what skipping is? What about you, Selvita? Your boys know skippings? Do they know what skippings is? And we used to play elastic. So these are some fun things. We used to have the marbles as well. That these are things that we used to play, right? He has he has no clue what those games are. It's true. I don't know. Is it that we are to be blamed? What do you think? We are to be blamed? We are to be blamed? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Me think me go. Me think, no. Dandy Shandy as well. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, do better than me then. You're doing better than me. And if you blame me, I blame myself, right? I blame myself. Um, I think my son is more interested in probably basketball. Say he would play that basketball. Um, but have the space for that. And then he had a little thing that he put on the gate, and he was playing it so much that it ended up cause the gate. We had to get the man to come back and weld the thing on the gate. So that was a little bit challenging for us. So I don't know. I think we are to be blamed because we have a choice whether or not we allow them to stay in on the games, or we say let's get out, get some screen time. We have to decide as parents that, listen, put that down and we're gonna go out, and this is what we're gonna do. So we have to take responsibility. Ultimately, we have to take responsibility for all of it. And I'm definitely taking their responsibilities. We played dominoes and Ludo, but I always win. Oh yes, I forgot we were talking about it the other day, and you were telling me for real. Never remember. Seriously. Yes, I totally, and I think it was the last time we were playing. I was speaking this to if memory serves me correct. Never remember. So you see how these things always come back up in the conversations. And I think it was a different topic we were talking, and it came right back up. And we were saying, look at this. at the end of the day, the domino. I'm not very good at domino playing. But I can play a little, but I'm not very good at it. But I'll play it. I mean, we need to do more of these things. Get our children from off the gadgets. Sometimes, no matter how I talk to my son, he will come off the laptop and go on the phone. And I said, that's no different. You need to give them a break, put them down, right? If we're going to church, he's on the phone, looking down. I'm saying, look where you're going. Look where you're going. Get up in the morning, first thing you're on the gadget. No, right? I think so these are things that can actually stress persons also. We have to find something that will help to relieve all of that. So we really have to really work on that and encourage persons to do that. Um, Family time. Another thing that can actually work in helping to relieve stress is dance. Dance. Put in some nice music and dance, or you can go to a dance class. I actually wanted to go into a dance club, and we can't dance. So it is something that and even now I would actually do it. Go into a dance class. I love dancing and singing. I love them. I love dancing, but you don't want to see me dance. I'm not very good at it. So I would actually pay right now for somebody to teach me how to dance. Yeah, I would pay. Yes, so I will pay for somebody to teach me how to dance. I love dancing. I mean, I will sit down and watch. So America's Got Talent, where they do singing and dancing, all sorts of stuff. But most of the time, the singing ones, and I will watch it like for all 2 straight hours, like just listening to them singing so beautiful. I love it. I love it. So singing and dancing, that can help to release stress, right? Selvita says listening to music helps as well. Yeah. For me, if I know that personally from my husband, that's what he does. He listens to music. Um, if he's bathing, he have the music turn up. He has a music box. Those music box. What you call them? I don't remember the name of them, but you connect it with your Bluetooth or your phone and so on. And he will trust me. Nobody call him in my bed because he's not gonna hear you. And if he's doing any work or so, he has the music on. In the kitchen, he has the music on. But I'm not a music. I don't listen to music like that. So that actually helps. So maybe you are saying none of those things work for me. Maybe I could try listening to music and see, and it depends. Some people listen to different kind of music. So my son now, he listens to instrumentals. So he will be studying, and you see him, I mean, he will, and he takes this from his father. So he's having his shower, and you hear some something in the um in the bathroom, and it's loud, and it's not song, it's just instrumental, but those instrumentals are just that's I'm like, what the hell is that? His aunt actually loves that too, so I guess it's a part of the family. Some members of the family love it, and his dad loves it too. So I guess I don't understand it, but and I'm saying I don't know how can you be studying and listening to loud music and having those things in your ears, But that's what they love. They love doing that, and If it works for them, then let them do it. So that helped to release stress. So maybe you could try that. I know the instrumental not gonna work for me. So spiritual leading says she likes instrumental. Yeah. Ah, for the music, Selvita. For the music or the instrumental. No, mommy, I can't deal with the loud music. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. No, no, no. So for me, I will be here, I will be home, and nothing not on. I'm here, quiet. I like quiet. And as my husband walks through the door, the television is the first thing he's turning on. Turning, I if him not watching it, he's turning it on, and I'm like, I don't like that. I can't just go and just do it. But he is not. And if I said to him, okay, you can hang the clothes up for me, like I wash, take them out of the machine, and he's gonna hang them out. He has to have his earphone on, and don't try to call him, because he's not going to hear you. And I find that my son is the same thing. I mean, I can hear the sound. I'm far from him and I can hear, but that works for them. So you have to find something that can help you release the stress. Release the stress. Woo! What else can we do? Read a book. Read a book. Some people read. I have this friend, she will just take up a book and she will read like the entire book one day. She will go to her bed 3 o'clock because she just want to finish the book. That's how she loves to read. She reads a lot. I mean, I love reading, so I'm trying to do 3 books for this year and I don't start one. So read a book, read a novel, read something that can actually help to release the stress. So I want to encourage you to find that too. Try to find, you know, that can actually help. So I really gonna take on that book that I was reading. I really, really gonna try to finish. I have some books from last year that I was supposed to read and I didn't read them. I started one and I'm nowhere in it. So I'm gonna work on it. I have to make the time, right? Because there's so much to do that sometimes you end up don't get to do enough. So I'm going to make the time and read. So reading a book can actually help. So my son math teacher said he lets the boys listen to music in his class. He said he finds that they are more focused. So really? Really? Oh, oh, okay. And I mean that's a good idea. That's I think my son would have focused a lot more because he loves it. He loves it definitely. So I think that is something that they probably. I mean, based on the society that we are living in, you have to find something that works for them. Right now, my son is maths great, and my son used to do well in maths. And I find that his maths grades actually was the lowest when I got his report. So I'm definitely going to try to get somebody to actually reach out to a teacher already to get some extra classes for him to improve on the grades. And him don't want to do the extra class, Mommy, but I start improve already. He doesn't want to do it, but I think it is necessary because yeah, it is necessary. So I'm going to let him work because he's in fourth form now, and I can't wait until last minute to try to get some stuff done. So I'm definitely really want to try to work with him because next year, CXC. Next year is CXC, and I want him to be able to do well. As I tell him, I'm not going to pay no money after high school. It's university I'm supposed to be going. I'm supposed to be paying for him to do CXC over. Right? I don't want him to go down the same path like me. had to do back over CXC because I wasn't really focused. We never have the drive and the, things like that. Like, oh, me up in him, no, and I said, do this, do that. I never had that. I never really had that. So, and I had to pay to do them all over. I don't have that money. So, so we can actually do that. What else can we do? Go shopping. Some person go shopping. So this may be for the rich people. Them they go shopping. I'm gonna go shopping. Buy me something. No, yesterday I went to one of my. I was talking to a set of my staff, and we were talking about things to do. Basically the same thing. And one of the things that they said was that the person said for the year she decided she's gonna buy herself something every month. She said she's gonna buy herself every month at the end of the year. She go and buy herself at least 12 things. And she said for January she bought herself two things already. So she buy herself a nice little belt and a nice handbag. So she said every month she go and buy herself something. And I say, say me I gonna do that too. I'm gonna buy myself something every month. Something that I need, not want, right? Something that I really need. Because sometimes we sit and we wait and we wait and we wait and it just never happens. So we have to make it happen. So we work very hard. I think we need to treat ourselves. One other thing, one other thing, my one of the things somebody would tell me that they would do when they get a pay each month. Well, it's my husband. He said he used to do that before he was a principal. He would, when he was like a regular teacher, he used to be like a senior teacher. He said what he would do is, so when him getting pay a month time, him go on a Burger King. As him getting pay, him a go Burger King and him a go buy a double Whopper and him a go large and him a go enjoy it. If him not get to do it again for the rest of the month, at least he knew he would have treated himself to that. So that can actually help relieve stress. I think a lot of time we tend to focus on everybody else except ourselves. So something that we can look into, you know, instead of always looking for the family, what we're gonna do for the family, or we're gonna do this, or we're gonna do that. Can we try to put some focus on ourselves? Can we try to treat ourselves? I don't know. All right, I don't know if you can see this, Sylvie. I'm gonna show you something. So there is one of the you see the peas. Oh, it has like a little brown thing on it. No, my mother said nothing is wrong with it, but I can't find myself cooking it. I always put it, throw it away. What you say? You think I should cook them? She said nothing is wrong with them. I should cook it same way. Somehow I just feel like it's worm that was trying to eat them, so I just throw them away. And several of them is like that. They have a little brown spot. Here's another one. They have a little brown spot. See? So that is something that you can actually do. So I'm not going beyond 2 hours. I throw it away. Yeah, I can remember. I was like, no, I'm not to throw them away. I can't cook them. I said, Mommy, I'm going to throw them away. Because she came up here the other day and she was helping me to pick some. I tell her, I said, no, me I throw them away. She said, me I waste it. Nothing wrong with it. And of course, she giving me the mommy talk. So I'm wasting it. Me throw it away. Right. What else can we do to really, I think we talk about quite a number of things. I think somebody had said it earlier, do something for someone that can help relieve stress, Do something good for somebody else. So shift the focus from you and focus on helping someone. Do something for someone else. You will get that good feeling. I promise you. I promise you, you will get that good feeling. So I want to encourage you, do something for someone else. Okay, so when I wash it, it floats to the top, then I throw it away. Okay. Oh, I don't think they float to the top, you know. Mm-mm. Because one or two will get away in it. Then I really float to the top. Right? I think I'm halfway there. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. You see? The worm. What else can we do as we gonna wrap up in another few minutes as I finish out some of these? I think I'm like halfway in. Halfway in. It was a lot, you know, it was high up. It was high. So I'm not doing badly at all. Woo, what else can we do to help to release the stress? Sleep, 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 sleep. I wonder if spiritual healing still there. I should drop asleep. Spiritual healing can sleep, you know. I wonder if she drop asleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. You know, sleep is a good stress reliever. A lot of time we become so and edgy and touchy, you know, it's because we're tired. So we just need to sleep, get some rest. That can help to release your stress. Get some rest. Rest spiritually. Get some rest. Sleep, 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 sleep. Get some rest. Oh, nobody said this one. Nobody said this one. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for reminding me of this one. Take a vacation. Take a vacation. Take a vacation. When was the last time some of you go on a vacation? When was the last time you go on a real vacation? Like, yeah, and you know, so I have some videos to put up on my. I got 5 days in December, up to the first part of January, and I had some pictures to put up. It's today I was saying, oh my gosh, I have quite a bit of video to put up, but trust me, the editing that beat me. So I have some sorry. Let's say I put up a sorry. I made a sorry video to put up. I a spiritual healing and Selvita, the curry cabbage. Oh, it's 200 tell me to do the curry cabbage the last time, you know. Both of you. Thank you both for being such loyal supporter. So take a vacation. The curry cabbage. So cooking too. Cooking can help to release stress. What? Take a vacation when money is the stress? Yes. Because you work it, spend some on yourself. Take a, look here, vacation. I mean, say you have to go foreign, you know. You have a lot of things you can do right in your own country, right here in Jamaica. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You can do things, get out. You'll be surprised. You will be surprised. So it doesn't take a lot to have a good vacation. No, it don't take a lot. One vacation I want to do one of these days is like a road trip. So I want to drive. I'm gonna drive from maybe like Orchard, just go Montego Bay, go right round and come on to Kingston and come right back to Port Antonio, Portland and come. So it's basically gonna drive around and maybe like stop at different resorts. Not hotels, like little resorts. I spend like a one night and you're gone again. So maybe like a 5 day trip. I want good vacation that enjoy. That is something I definitely want to do. Hmm. You cook it last night. You cook it last night. Oh, may I tell you, say it tastes good, right? And I put sawfish in there. So the next time I'm gonna try with the chicken breast, as you had suggested that I could try with the chicken breast. But this it tastes good with the starfish. Yes, yes. And then maybe I want to try with chickpeas one at a time. Curried chickpeas. Eat that already and it tastes good, but I've never cooked it. I want to try that. What? And I think I see somebody do something. So I think I'm gonna do curry crackers. Curry crackers with something else in there. Just put some meat in there. Right. I might do fish, might put fish in there. I might put some pumpkin, curried pumpkin. I'm going to put up some video, see? Forget to get the curry powder. Yes, I'm cooking curry chicken tomorrow. No, I think I'm gonna do sweet and sour chicken tomorrow. Right? I think I'm gonna do sweet and sour chicken tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It tastes good. I'm happy I tried it. Trust me, me did love it. So right now, come let me go and curry me cabbage all the time. But I think I'm going to do with the coconut milk next time. Probably put some of that in there. Probably cook it down, and then put the cabbage in there afterwards. Like feel like 3 minutes or so. So cooking or baking, right? So those are things that can actually help release stress. So cooking or baking, try something new. Try do something different and new. Okay, so those can actually help to release stress. Enough things we can do. Enough things that we can do to help relieve the stress. So we have to find something that works for us. We have to find something that works for us. And like me now, I will sing. Sing, sing, sing. Sing, sing, sing. Right? So find something that work. You have to find something. So these are inexpensive things that can actually work. You can go in your closet too and take out stuff that in there that you haven't worn in last 6 months, last 6 months to a year. You haven't worn them. You can take it out and give it to somebody. That can help release stress. By doing that. Take it out. You will be surprised how somebody is so delighted to get that. It's not that you didn't want it, but because you haven't worn it in a while, so you're blessing somebody else with it. So like me, sometimes I have the clothes. So the other day I went to the I took down 3 dresses and went to the material place. I went to 3 places and none of them had the material I was looking for. Hey, Sister Winnie, blessings. Thank you for that awesome thumbs up. I went to 3 places and I couldn't get any material for the 3 dress that I took. So one of the dress is a bit short and it's a little close. So I generally wear with a nice high heel. So you can imagine this is short and I'm in a heels, how it will look. So I said I was going to give it away. And somebody said to me, I have a dress just like that. And she said, what I did was to get a material and just piece knit. I said, really? She said, yeah, man, let's go carry material and get material and add to it. I said, okay, I'm going to do that. and I couldn't get it. And I love the dress so much. I love the dress, but I couldn't get anything to fit it. I went to three places, and the other one, no, somebody actually gave that dress to me, but that one has a piece on the inside. You know those dresses, they have a little piece on the inside and the back, then you have a long piece to the back. But the front is a little bit short. So the piece on the inside now, I wanted to piece knit. So I went to get piece to go on it. I couldn't get nothing to match it. So, and then the last one, I actually wore it before, but it doesn't have any sleeve. So I wanted to get a piece of material that would actually look like my skin. So even when I put the sleeve onto it, you would actually think I didn't have on any sleeve because of the type of material I wanted to put. You know, those material where persons wear, and you would think they don't have on any clothes, but it's actually the kind of material. So it's something like that I was actually looking. And I couldn't get it, so it's like my day just ended up waste. Yeah. So that's what I actually had to do. But I'm not going to give up. But if I try again and I don't get through, I'm going to give away one of them. The one that is a bit short. I think I wore it. I wore it to my son's graduation from. Oh my God! You know what I'm able to dress? Woo! Come to think of it, you know what? 4 years I have the dress. 4 years I have the dress. I think at two times I wear it. Oh my God. You may just tell yourself going out the closet and give it those things 6 months to a year. Hmm? Oh my God. 4 years. Because I know I can remember I wore it to his graduation. My mother in law sent it for me. And I wore it to his graduation. And at that time, it never did so short. Maybe because I put on some weight. Probably that's why it looks so short. Yeah. Oh my God. Now that I'm actually saying out loud, no, I realize. So I'm going to finish this what's in my hand. And then I'm going to close the live because we are at the top of our 2 hour mark. Time to give it away. It's true. It's true. I'm going to give it away. Seriously. Time to give it away. The other day I have this nice dress too. And boy, it's a nice yellow dress. Oh my God. But me put on too much weight. And I had to part company with it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my God. It was a size 10. I am at a size 11 now, so I'll have to buy size 12 and take them in a little bit. hmm I can't believe it. I had to give it away. I can't believe it. No, that means they like, really? So long we have the dress? And you wouldn't know the dress look brand new. It's the age. I don't eat a lot, you know. I don't eat a lot. It's like the chocolate. I love like chocolate. I like those things. I don't know because I don't eat a lot and I always try to eat healthy as possible. I might eat like banana. I don't really eat a lot of dumpling or a lot of bread. So I don't know. I don't know. This is like I just life happens. Life happens. So yeah. Oh my God. Spiritual healing and Selvita not go gift me. Not go gift me one nice dress. Me I go give you mine. So not go gift me. Go online and just gift me. Ah, you saw my plate. Me not eat a lot. Me not eat a lot at all. The one which you say I think me they put the two dumpling and something. It's just for presentation. Me couldn't eat all of that. I normally like eat one dumpling. It's on a good day. Like this morning, I had fried dumpling. To this morning, I had four fried dumpling. They were taste good, and I would have had some more. What was left, my son had the leftovers. I had fried dumpling with ham. I had some ham in the freezer. So I had fried dumpling with ham and callaloo. So that was breakfast this morning. Nice big up, good up breakfast this morning. I enjoyed it, and I had ginger tea with something else in it. Right, so that was good breakfast. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Did you hear that laugh there? Yeah, but I have to find stuff. And even for me, coming on YouTube too actually helps to relieve stress for me. Coming, as I say, sometimes I think somebody was saying, sometimes people come out and they will talk some things out. It's their way of releasing the stress. So sometimes, we have to be mindful how we quarrel and when people express themselves, is their way of releasing the stress. Yes, two fried oh my god, it make me feel bad. But my fried dumpling, them not big enough. You see the size of my fried dumpling, them. Hmm? You see the size of my fried dumpling are tiny. So I'll eat like three or four. And then nice and soft. I'm not an expert at it, but most time I get it right. Sometimes me get it wrong, but for the most part, I tend to get it right. Yeah. So I'm going to guess what I'm going to do now. I have a playlist, so I have a playlist, couple playlists to do because I think since January I haven't put my videos in any playlist. So all my live streams since January, I'm going to put them in a playlist, and I hope persons can because I have about four playlists, like 20-hour playlists that persons can actually help me run. I actually break the 2000 mark in my WH. So I'm actually at 2000. I'm actually there at 2000. So I'm grateful. I hope I don't lose any because I'm over 1 year now. I'm way over 1 year. Like 1 year and October, November, December, January, February. 1 year and 4 months since me on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Yep. Gone way over. The other day for my shorts, I was at 60,000 views. But because it's within the last 90 days, I keep losing daily. So if I don't upload anything, I'm going to end up losing. So I'm actually at 50 something now. I mean, it was feel so good when I see the 60, but by the next day, it went back down because they're really timing it. But, progress, making progress. So that's all, folks. See there, I did a lot. See there, a whole lot. Although it don't look like the plate move, I did quite a bit. So don't cause any judgments though. But I hope your week was great, Selvita. I hope you had a great week. And you'll get some rest tomorrow if you don't work on Saturdays and Sundays. And you'll get some rest, gear up for the week ahead. And, you know, have a great week next week, God's willing. And it has always been my pleasure to just sit and talk with you people. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It look like it don't move. What is a lot, man? What I have in here so can cook 2 times. It's a lot. I was surprised when I saw that I got so much out of it. Right? I remember the last time I actually took 2 hours and did this, but because what happened, it was high up. It's not like it was like to the surface. It was actually a little bit up. So that's why. But I did well. See there, this is where all the trash is. So I actually did well. So clap me, man. Good to go, Trina. Exactly. Thank you so much. But so we have to go. When we have to go, we have to go. And I really enjoyed the conversation. So I came on, didn't have any script, but I was able to talk for 2 hours. But me, I go on. Me really need to go into public speaking. I came on, I just come when I came on and said going live. That's when I came up with the topic. I never planned it before. I just come up with the topic right there. So you guys helped me through it because of your continued involvement and your responses and your feedback and your comments. You allow me to be able to do this. So thank you so, so much. And I'll see you Monday. Oh, and so I've never met you anywhere else. I've never seen, I saw you go on the other people, them live stream and just listen and just say nothing. I've never seen you in any other live stream. Have you ever seen me in any other live stream? We never buck it up nowhere else. I say just go by the people that last year and just go and listen to them. It's when I see that everybody gone leave me and say, oh gosh, let me talk to Trina. So Trina Nafi feel alone. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Because I would be here talking to myself. So thank God for you and spiritual healing who probably gone. Spiritual healing probably gone because our bedtime passed a long time. So I'll talk with you. So I'll see you Monday, God's willing. All right, later.